أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تاويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. ذلك من أنباء الغيب نوحيه إليك وما كنت لديهم إذ أجمعوا أمرهم وهم يمكرون. وما الناس ولو حرصت بمؤمنين وما أكثر الناس ولو حرصت بمؤمنين وما تسألهم عليه من أجر إن هو إلا ذكر للعالمين وكأين من آية في السماوات والأرض يمرون عليها وهم عنها معرضون يمرون عليها وهم عنها معرضون وما يؤمن أكثرهم بالله إلا وهم مشركون وكأين من آية في السماوات والأرض يمرون عليها وهم عنها معرضون يمرون عليها وهم عنها معرضون وما يؤمن أكثرهم بالله إلا وهم مشركون أفأمنوا أن تأتيهم غاشية من عذاب الله أفأمنوا أن تأتيهم غاشية من عذاب الله أفأمنوا أن تأتيهم غاشية من عذاب الله أو تأتيهم الساعة بغتة وهم لا يشعرون قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني وسبحان الله وما أنا من المشركين قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني وسبحان الله وسبحان الله وسبحان الله وما أنا من المشركين وما أرسلنا من قبلك إلا رجالا يوحى إليهم من أهل القرى أفلم يسيروا في الأرض فينظروا كيف كان عاقبة الذين من قبلهم وَلَدَارُ الْآخِرَةِ خَيْرٌ لِّلَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وظنوا أنهم قد كذبوا جاءهم نصرنا جاءهم نصرنا فنجي من نشاء ولا يرد بأسنا عن القوم المجرمين جاءهم نصرنا فنجي من نشاء ولا يرد بأسنا عن القوم المجرمين لقد كان في قصصهم عبرة لأولي الألباب ما كان حديثا يفترى ولكن تصديق الذي بين يديه ما كان حديثا يفترى ولكن تصديق الذي بين يديه وتفصيل كل شيء وتفصيل كل شيء وهدى رحمة لقوم يؤمنون صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغ رسوله المصطفى الكريم صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Our dear Sheikh Hafidhullah is in a hurry. He has to leave. So we're first going to excuse him, inshallah ta'ala, politely and respectfully. Let him go, inshallah ta'ala. And then we spend another 5 to 10 minutes at the most after that, inshallah ta'ala. But first, let us greet him. Subhanallah. I wished he didn't stop. If he were not in a hurry, we would have definitely kept him longer. Subhanallah. You see, Allah has gifts. Allah yu'ti fadlahu man yasha. There are certain gifts that Allah gives whom He pleases. Yes, we need to struggle, we need to do, we need to work, we need to strive to attain certain good qualities. But after all, it's what Allah has in store for us. Some of us have the potential for something, and some of us do not have the potential for that thing. And it is always good and of good character to recognize and to admit our potential at least. See, when I don't have the potential for something, that doesn't mean others don't. How many of us here, after we strive and strive, will be able to recite Quran like Shaykh al-Kareem? How many? Maybe none here, or maybe 1, 2, 3, hopefully more. But that's potential. This gift of Allah Azza wa Jal. We strive. And Allah Azza wa Jal has elected and selected from humanity, from human beings, some for some specific tasks. And that part of good character is to recognize the good character and the good that is in others, even though I don't have it. This is reading the Quran in this beautiful way is just an example. There are other examples of ilm, of kindness, of compassion, of benevolence, of forgiveness, of gentleness, of compassion. These things are also gifts. Some of us strive and strive to be patient, and we die impatient. Some of us strive and strive to be generous, and we die greedy. Fadlullahi yu'tihi man yasha. But the general rule, inshallah ta'ala, if we strive, Allah is with those who strive. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. In this few minutes, inshallah ta'ala, maybe just we recite or we read here from the translation of the meaning of the ayat that were recited for us so beautifully of the last ayat from ayah 101 of Surah Yusuf. The meaning of what was recited is something like this. Rabbi, O my Lord, You have given me of sovereignty and taught me of interpretation of dreams. Creator of the heavens and earth, you are my protector in this world and in the hereafter. Cause me, please, to die as a Muslim and join me with the righteous. That is from the news of the unseen which we reveal to you. And you were not with them when they put together their plan while they conspired. And that is about the brothers of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. And most of the people, although you strive, are not believers. Although you strive. That is now the side of the one who communicates goodness, to strive, to do their best and assume they are equipped, intelligent, spiritual, moral, and gifted like the Anbiya. It is not up to them. The final result is up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا أَكْثَرُ النَّاسِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And most of the people, although you strive, are not believers. And you do not ask of them for it any recompense. It is not except a reminder to the worlds. The word of Allah, the dhikr of Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam intends for it no reward, no payment, no gift from the creation. It is but intended by Allah Azza wa Jal through the means of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be a dhikr to the worlds, that which reminds. And how many a sign within the heavens and earth do they pass over while they therefrom are turning away? How many signs Allah shows us in the heavens, in the stars, in the galaxies that nowadays we study and we know. And on earth, through the studies of biology and of science and of genetics and of oceanography and etc. The different sciences, how much we discover of the amazing laws that govern this existence. And these are signs, ayat of Allah Azza wa Jal. And yet, most human beings pass by that as though they saw nothing special. And most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with Him. Most human beings stain a belief that they might have for the divine, they stain it with some forms of associations, of partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In other words, it is not so frequent to find amongst mankind, to find those with purity of their tawheed, purity of their affirmation of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then do they feel secure that there will not come to them an overwhelming of the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or that the hour will not come upon them suddenly while they do not perceive? Do people feel safe that Allah Azza wa Jal will send upon them a punishment suddenly and abruptly of some sort, and it happens throughout history? Or are they secure that the hour, the last hour, does not come upon them unexpectedly? We should not feel secure from that perspective, because that's in the knowledge of Allah Azza wa Jal, and Allah does what He wills, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Say, this is my way. I invite to Allah with insight, and I and those who follow me. And exalted is Allah. I am not of those who associate others with Him. I invite to Allah with insight, with wisdom, with farsightedness. أدعو إلى ربي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني. Da'wah to Allah Azza wa Jal, inviting others to Allah Azza wa Jal, must be done in this way of the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because he said, that's my way and the way who follow me and are my people. They invite with wisdom. Basira. Basira is the internal eye. Basar, external eye. Basira, internal eye. Those who invite and call to Allah Azza wa Jal with inner insight, with clarity, spiritually speaking. They are not in doubt. They are not unsure. They are very clear in what they know and how they communicate what they communicate. Ala basira. And they do that certainly also with wisdom, not with lack of wisdom, with clarity and with wisdom. And if to call to Allah Azza wa Jal, we need to have that clarity and that certitude, and we need to have that wisdom with which to do that. Otherwise, please don't, because the result is going to be negative, worse than better. Better not to call, if we do that with lack of insight and lack of wisdom, than to call with lack of wisdom and lack of insight. Not to do something is better than doing it in a terrible way. And we sent not before you, as messengers that is, except men to whom we revealed from among the people of cities. So have they not traveled through the earth and observed how was the end of those before them? And the home of the hereafter is best for those who fear Allah. Then will you not reason? Did Allah send as a Nabi a woman, as a messenger, as a Rasul a woman? No. How do you know that? This ayah and other ayahs like this. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن قَبْلِكَ إِلَّا رِجَالًا نُوحِي إِلَيْهِمْ, Allah says. We have sent before you رِجَالًا. All those whom we sent before you are رِجَالًا. He didn't say رِجَالًا وَنِسَاءً. He didn't say even أقواما. He said رِجَالًا. And this ayah and other ayat also in the Quran are definitive that Allah Azza wa Jal, when He sent messengers, they were all men as His wisdom willed, subhanahu wa ta'ala. They continued until when the messengers despaired and were certain that they had been denied, there came to them our victory. Despaired is not a good translation here of حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وظنوا أنهم قد كذبوا. The Rusul, the messengers of Allah, never despair. لا تقنطوا. That's qanat. The word is ييأسوا. ييأسوا, it is in a sense it's not despair, is to have done everything and then to give up. In accordance to the best of analysis, it is not going to change anything. That's what it is. Not to despair in the sense of qanta, and to despair from the help of Allah or the help of or the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But it is yas. حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وظنوا أنهم قد كذبوا. ظنوا meaning here they were sure, it seemed that khalas, they have been denied and rejected. There came to them our victory, and whoever we willed was saved. And our punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals. Who are the criminals? The persons who deliberately, voluntarily, obstinately deny the truth and deny the divine and deny the message of the divine subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the criminals. The word crime in the Arabic language, al-jarima, jarima, that's why I call them mujrimun. Jarima is more general than the word crime as we understand it in the secular language. And in Islam, not every crime is punishable in this dunya. A crime of lying is not a crime in secular law, unless you lie in a court of law in testifying. But lying in general is a crime in Sharia. It is a jarima. But it is not necessarily punishable in this dunya. Many crimes are committed by human beings, crimes in the Sharia sense, for which there is no punishment in this dunya. There are crimes, there are jara'im. Backbiting is a jarima. Backbiting is a jarima. Slandering is a jarima. Backbiting is not necessarily punished in this dunya, but it is punished in akhirah unless Allah forgives subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then finally, there was certainly in their stories a lesson for those of understanding. In all the stories that Allah tells us, and this wonderful story of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, and all the stories of the Anbiya and the Rusul and those very close to Allah, Allah, when He rehearses those stories to us, is not to entertain us like a bedtime story or like a story to make us forget and feel good. Everything that Allah mentions of anything, and even stories, are meant for us to draw lessons. Those of understanding, those who are not immature, they always draw lessons. Those of us who are immature and not of understanding, we cross by these stories without pondering to draw the right lessons from them. That's why He says, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ عِبْرَةٌ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. The people who have albab, and albab is the plural of lub. And what is lub? The core of something, the heart of something, the essence of something. It's not only those of understanding, but those who have lub. Those who are not superficial, those who are profound and deep in the way they look at things in them and around them and the texts of the divine subhanahu wa ta'ala. They look at them as deeply as they can. They don't look at them in a shallow way only. Ulul albab. Those ya'tadirun. In other words, they take what they see or what they hear or what they read or what they know, and from that they go to a lesson from that. Something important in their lives in this world and in the hereafter. So, this is Ibra li ulil albab. Never was it, that is the Quran, a narration invented, but a confirmation of what was before it and a detailed explanation of all things and guidance and loving mercy for a people who have faith. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us truly of those for whom the Quran is dhikra wa huda wa rashad wa rahma, wa Allahumma ij'alna min ulil albab bijudika wa karamika ya rabbal alameen ya arhamar rahmeen. May Allah bless all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, and our children and our spouses and our families and our brothers and our sisters, inshaAllah, and our neighbors and all of those around us. May we be for them, inshaAllah ta'ala, a means of security, a means of safety, a means of noble freedom, a means of happiness, a means of exaltation to the nearness of the Divine Subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may Allah especially bless our younger children, like these three, like these three knights, with a K, these three knights that are so often around here, and I love to have you here always. May Allah bless them for you. May Allah Azza wa Jal guard them. May Allah Azza wa Jal raise them in the best of ways, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. May He make them to you and to all of us. May you be and our children qurrat ayn, inshaAllah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.